Hi, Sandy. How are you?
I'm good, thanks, Sid. How are you?
I'm great. It's awesome to catch up with you. It's been a while, and especially on today's topic, which is unlocking the power of South African medicinal plants. So, my opening question to you is, why are medical plants so important in South Africa?
Well, I think particularly because we're in South Africa, herbal
Hmm.
medicine isn't really just about healing, it's really part of who we are, whether you speak to the indigenous African people or the Afrikaners. Herbal
Hmm.
medicine has just always been there. Um, the, the amount of knowledge that has been passed down through this environment and the way that the quote from they were some of the first to document um, the medicinal properties, well, not properties, but the healing power of the plant in South Africa. We've got a very long history and relationship with herbal medicine. And then he also, and probably because of that, in the rural areas, plants are often the first go-to because they're affordable and easily accessible. And then there's the bigger picture. South Africa's plant, the biodiversity, the number of plants and the unique plants found in South Africa of all kinds. It gives us huge opportunity for sustainable businesses that are built around these rare and powerful plants. There's just so much to say about herbal medicine in South Africa.
True. All right. What are some well-known South African medicinal plants?
Um, I'm going to joke and say cannabis is probably the well-known one, but probably not for its medicinal plants, although it
Hmm.
really is a miraculous plant. But if you look at some of the more indigenous plants, um, Bushu has a very long and reputable history
Hmm.
for kidneys and urinary tract health. It was traded with the European settlers in the 1600s for brandy and tobacco, which is quite funny. You feed the one for kidneys and then you damage them with the tobacco and the brandy that you get. But jokes aside,
Hmm.
Bushu is a really powerful plant, so it's been very well studied. And then African wormwood is a well-known for treating colds and flu. Way back in 1918, when we had the Spanish flu, because South Africa was so far and the ship journeys were so long, pharmacies ran out of treatment. So African wormwood was used extensively as a remedy for the Spanish flu. Cancer bush is very popular and powerful for boosting immunity and for helping with stress. And another immune system booster is the African potato. And I think last time I mentioned the Cape Aloe, which was one of South Africa's first commercial exports in the 1700s, was exported to Europe. It's used internally as a laxative and externally for the skin issues, burns, cuts, sunburn, and it also helps to reduce inflammation and pain arthritis. So they say there are a lot, but I don't want to harp on too long because the list is just. I mean, I think 50,000 plant species, and of that, there's about 3,000 medicinal plants that have been studied and are known for their properties.
Wow. All right. Is it safe for anyone to use medicinal plants?
Most are safe if they're prepared
Hmm.
correctly, but dosage does matter. Um, for example, the African potato is it's used to boost the immune system, but obviously if you have a organ transplant or if you're on immunosuppressants, you're going to want to use an African potato. Um, I think the long and the short answer there is to always check with a professional, especially if you're pregnant, breastfeeding, or on medications.
All right. How do I start using medicinal plants at home?
I'd say just start with the easy to grow plants. It's always nice to grow your own plants and be able, getting sick in your garden and see what you have, or down to the nursery. But if you're interested in growing your plants first, start with easy plants like aloe or mint, rosemary, lemongrass is another good one. And then start just making a simple tea. Brew a couple of leaves or make yourself a syrup and see what works for you. And once you get a little bit more experience, you can maybe move on to making tinctures and coffee. If you have absolutely no idea what you're doing, we recently released our chatbots. It's called Sparks. And you can go on our website and ask which chatbot what's good for particular ailment. And we can guide you on how to take which plants you have to take care of them. And then our website has remedies for most of the plants that we talked about. We provide 3 or 4, 3 or 4 remedies on each of the remedies that are safe to use at home.
Oh, okay. All right. Are there any environmental benefits to growing medicinal plants?
Definitely, first of all, most of them, especially those of drought resistant, can pollinate friendly, and they need very little care, they are always spread in plants. But as a first of defense for minor ailments and things, if you, for instance, got a bit of food to make yourself a lemon tea, you save all that packaging from the pharmaceuticals. So you're cutting down some plastic waste. And it's been shown that by growing medicinal gardens, specifically is increasing the local bee populations. We all want to keep the bees healthy.
Oh, okay. Can medicinal plants replace conventional medicine?
Not entirely. They are more they're more to complement it and prevention. They're great for minor issues, but serious illnesses will always need professional care, for example. And I don't mean to keep picking on the African potato, but it's a plant that supports immunity, but not to the extent that it can delay the development of HIV/AIDS, for example, which our former Minister of Health, Dr. Mansi Shabalala, once claimed. Herbal medicines are really powerful in keeping you healthy, and to help fight off the disease first start. But they are never going to substitute scientifically backed pharmaceuticals. Remember, plants have only got the medicinal compounds in them, and they need to be extracted from the plants to make them more powerful medicines. It's not that pharmacists just take. And it's a touchy point for a lot of people. But I'm a huge advocate of medicinal medicine, but we're not going to cure everything just from that order.
All right. What makes South African South African medicinal plants unique?
Well, our Cape Floristic region is one of 6 flower kingdoms in the world. How lucky are you? But we pack with plants that are farmed near like tissue and honeybush. Like honeybush, for instance, now exported worldwide. You asked earlier. Actually, no, sorry. I think I wanted to mention some of the scientific studies that have been done on plants and how proven are they. And honeybush is one big example of how traditional medicine is found its way into the laboratories. Military studies and things. First, the indigenous people came along, they found it, they spoke about it, they passed it down. Somewhere scientists got wind of it, did a study, and now it's found everywhere in the world because it's just so good.
All right. Is there a business opportunity in medicinal plants?
There's definitely a growing demand for both organic teas and natural skin products. I think people are becoming more aware of the dangers of using chemicals on insides, and the pharmaceutical industry was basically itself a bit of a bad reputation. So there's definitely a growing need for the plants themselves. So from a business opportunity perspective, you're typically looking at either growing the plants or creating the bottle remedies. There's a lot of scope and opportunity. But it also highlights the need for sustainable harvesting and cultivation, global exploitation, and biodiversity. So opportunities are there, but there's also a lot of things to consider before we go into mass production. But for small growers, I think that there's a huge opportunity, especially out in rural areas.
All right. I have a question for you on the comment section. Are you okay if I ask you
Yes,
the question? All right. All right. This is from Dutta and Reshika. Hi Sandy. Thank you for an informative pod. Please advise the purpose and properties of soursop.
sorry, can you just pronounce it because I don't think I know that plant.
Oh,
Maybe it's
okay.
an imperative.
Uh, all right. Yeah, so it's hi Sandy. Thank you for an informative pod. Please advise the purpose and properties of soursop. SOURSOP.
I'm wondering if that's a common name for another plant, and I'm not aware of I don't
Um.
recognize that name.
Yeah. Well.
If you can give me the Latin name for it, I might know it better. Or
Oh.
maybe that sounds like an
Oh.
Afrikaans. That sounds like
Oh.
the Afrikaans name. There
Yeah.
might be
Maybe.
another name.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I'm not pronouncing it right. But I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if you can see it in the comments. I don't know if you can see it here, uploaded here in front of you. It's
Yeah.
spelled
No, I
SOUR
yeah no
stop. Yeah.
I hear you. It sounds unfortunately plants go by common names, Afrikaans
Oh,
names,
okay.
and
Okay.
African
All right.
names, and many plants have a lot of names. If I had the Latin name,
Okay.
I might be able to get it. So unfortunately, off the bat, I'm really sorry I can't answer that question because I had
Yeah.
invited people
Oh.
to bring that. But
Oh
I'll
yeah. No
make a
worries.
point of,
Yeah. No
I'll
worries.
make a point. I'll make a point of going away to find the common name or the names
Yeah. No
that I
worries.
would like
All right.
to bring that
All right, no
common name.
worries. I'll ask you, but I'll go on to the next question. It's not a big deal. How was Earthborn involved in medicinal plants?
Right now we're focusing on just education, educating and getting word out on how to grow plants and how to make remedies. But I am busy working on the tools needed because I'm hoping to launch the Earthborn Groves community. But that's still a couple of months away, so I'm not going to talk too much about that right now, if that's okay. So for
Oh,
now, it's really about education and spreading the news
mhm.
about how herbal industry is.
Okay. All right. I was just doing some research on this sour sop. It's another name for the soursop tree, scientifically known as Annona mericata. Have you heard of that one?
Ah, yes, that's really good for. It's got anti-cancer properties, and it's
Okay.
also another immune system builder. It's amazing how many immune system builders we have in South Africa, which is probably why we weren't affected as badly with the COVID epidemic. If you look back at it, um, it is an immune system. It's also good for blood sugar regulation. I'm not sure exactly what
Yeah.
um, argue wanted to know if it's just what it's good for or how to use it. The
Yeah,
the
yeah.
one thing about
Uh-huh.
that, the one thing though is that there is potential for neurological issues if you use it because it's got some neurotoxic compounds in it. So again, it's not one of those plants you just use off the bat. You would need to speak to a herbalist or a doctor before just interacting. But there are
Yeah. Uh-huh.
it has some great properties, but there is also some bad side effects.
Okay. Yeah, she was trying to confirm what you're saying. She was saying it's graviola over here in the comments there. Okay. I think she was just trying to confirm that one there. And
The other name.
sorry.
So you mean one of the other names for it?
Yeah. The graviola, which was another name for soursop. Yeah,
Yeah.
graviola. Then there's all Brazilian popo. Yeah, yeah, stuff like that there. Okay. Okay. I'll get to. I think I can get on to the final question to you is where can our viewers learn how to grow and to make remedies with their plants?
If you visit our website, we get very
Uh-huh.
um, the exact instructions on how to care or when to plant, how to plant it, soil, water, harvesting, etc. around the plant. And then for each plant, we provide a couple of remedies to use on each plant. I mentioned Sprout, our chatbot, which is really easy to use. It's an AI bot that is trained on all the medicinal plants in South Africa and externally. We the more popular one. And then recently I published Earthborn's 100 natural remedies on Amazon. You can download that. But I am planning to do a free book giveaway. So if you follow us on Facebook while we're on today, then you'll be able to download that book for free.
Okay. All right. Sorry, I just saw. Yeah, there's actually one more question here on the comment section. This is from Jocelyn Kesselman. Why can we use dandelion leaf and not dandelion root? Root. I mean, sorry.
Dandelion roots, you can.
Yeah.
Dandelion roots, you can use the whole plant. Especially the roots has got a lot of herbal properties in it. Dandelion is one of the plants where you can use everything. I'm surprised you've been told that you can't.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Okay. All right. Let me just check something here. Just to confirm, what's your website again?
It's earthborn.africa.
Okay. And your Facebook page is just Earthborn. Just for the viewers, your Facebook page is Earthborn.
Viewers, I think it's also earthborn.africa. Sorry, I'm having a little bit of a brain. Yeah, it's earthborn.africa.
No, I was just referring to your Facebook page. For your Facebook page, it's just called Earthborn.
No, it's called earthborn.africa.
Oh, okay. All right, cool, no problem. All right, thanks so much for your time.
You're welcome. It's lovely seeing you again. So,
Like,
okay,
what?
we'll speak to you soon. Okay, stay now. Bye bye.